Alright guys, so we're going to do part 2 of my little help session. So you're going to need to do the discussion and conclusion as well. The discussion and conclusion for this lab report is going to be lengthier than the last one. The reasoning, there are 6 tests. There are 2 sets of data tables that you are using. So just an FYI, you're going to be using both data tables, yours and the one that you chose. You're going to compare them, you're going to contrast them, big words. And what's going to help you is that each test that we did had these analysis questions that you could have done while you were doing the lab report, or while you were testing out the lab. This will greatly help you on your formal lab report. So you will use those discussion questions to help make this discussion and conclusion easier to write. Because you should have already started those analysis questions whenever the lab was going. But if you didn't, here are some of the best ways to make sure your formal lab report is the best it can be. I want you to summarize whether this is good water quality or bad water quality. What can it do to your body? How can this impact the humans that are drinking it? Do we want to drink river water? Do we want to drink the school water? Do we want to drink lake water? Like, what is the pros and cons of both? Like, you need to use your scientific evidence to write this formal lab report on analyzing whether the water quality that we tested was good or wasn't good. I need to know these things for future reference whenever I want to drink the lake water, for instance. I just need to know these things. So make it informative of why or why not the water that we tested is good or is not good. I hope that helps. With the references, I want you to use the lab report that we did, so you can write water quality lab manual for your references as one of them for sure. After that, if you use anything else, I want you to have another reference. So you should have at least one, if not 2, 3, or 4. It just depends on how in-depth you get with this lab report. I understand this lab report is going to be lengthier than the last one. The last one was an introduction of how I expected your formal lab report. This one is going to be a big step. So remember to have the front cover page done with the running title. That's a big key there. Have your abstract. Make sure it's clear, concise, and complete. Make it interesting. Not everybody wants to read 500 lab reports or testings that people have done whenever they do their doctorate or whenever they're doing research. You need to make your abstract interesting enough for other people to read, not just me, other people as well. Have your introduction done really well. No I's or we's. Make it effective. Make it have background information. Remember, you have background information in this lab manual. It's all there. Every background information you could ever imagine is right there with all the expected levels, what the effect is. It's all there for you. Remember to have your procedures done. Have each test with its own little section with the materials and the steps that it occurred in. If you didn't write down the pH or the nitrate or phosphate tests that were on the lab tables, those are on Canvas as of right now. There it is. I just put it up here just a few minutes ago while I was waiting on something to happen. So it's already up there for you with lab table instructions. I also uploaded the lab report, which was already there, and then also, if you don't want to go digging, the formal lab report document that looks like this is already up there. I made it all one spot for you to use. Okay, and don't forget all the different tests. There are 6 tests you need to do. Remember, real quick, you need to have your figure done, your group that you chose figure done that you want to compare your water to. It can be the same type of water that you used, or it can be different types of water. It depends on what you want to talk about. Don't forget the figure talkings. Act like I have no idea what's going on. And then we have the discussion and conclusions. This is going to be like your heart and your soul of your report. Everything that you even talked about or did or found is going to be in this area. Remember, real quick, going very briefly over it, remember that the analysis questions are all here. Those are going to be very good guiding points for you to make your formal lab report. And also, don't forget to analyze what's going on, whether this is good water or bad water, or how can it be impacted, which it tells you some of the effects of the water in this lab manual. It tells you the effects of the pH and so on and so on. It tells you all sorts of sources that this could come from. I really hope this helps. I really hope you get this done quickly and efficiently. And I wish you luck. If you have any more issues, please feel free to email me. Have a good one.